Well, by now, most of you know the name Matt Harvey. Even if you're not a baseball fan, you've certainly heard about the New York Mets pitching phenom. 24-year-old right-hander coming out of New London, Connecticut, comes into the New York Mets and is seemingly going to be one of the greatest pitchers in the history of the game. He made an incredible start. He's been on the cover of all the magazines. People can't stop talking about him. He started the All-Star game at such a young age. People are comparing him to Tom Seaver, Sandy Koufax, you name it. And then, as many of you heard just last week, Matt Harvey has a partially torn UCL in his pitching elbow. He will not pitch this season, maybe not next season. He'll need surgery. Who knows what the future belongs to Matt Harvey. You know what? It's right before Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is coming. And I think the Matt Harvey story is a great reminder to all of us. It's the reminder of complacency. We take things for granted. We take everything for granted. Our health, our families, our relationships, our successes, everything about us, we just feel like, well, if it's going this way, it's probably going to continue this way. And people ask me on Rosh Hashanah, what do you really pray for? How do you really pray to God? And so many things we have on our laundry list to ask God for success in so many different areas this year. But I think one of the things to keep in mind is not only to ask for things, but to thank Him, to acknowledge for the things that we already have. Take nothing for granted. There's nothing in your body, nothing that in your body that cannot break down, God forbid. There's nothing that can't change on a moment's notice. We have to realize that things are tentative. Things are not guaranteed. God is in control of our lives. And by giving us and bestowing us with all the goodness, He can also take it away if He so desires. We don't want to think that way, so since we don't want to think that way, we just don't. But it's a mistake. We need to take time out as the new year begins and say that we are grateful, that we acknowledge God for all He has given us. Don't only ask, don't only take out the laundry list and ask Him for so many of the things that we want. Yes, they are all important, but ask Him to keep us secure in the things that we have already, to thank Him, to acknowledge, to not take for granted, to say that we understand that He really is in control. When we do that, when we pray that way, we become different people, and we look at life differently, embracing every gift that we already have. I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone out there a Shana Tova Umetuka, a sweet and wonderful happy new year with good health, happiness, and wonderful opportunities to continue to grow. Something to pray for and something to think about.